Oops. Sorry, I don't know what happened. I got kicked. Oops. I got kicked, you guys. I'm sorry. Come back. Come back. Baby, come back. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. Okay. I'm going to invite you, dear. Okay. Okay. That should be the link, darling. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Let me see something. All right. Oh, yeah. Picker, I hope I dropped the right link. Is that the right link? Wait, where's my video? Hold on. Where's my video that I shared today? Wait a minute. Hold up. Where's my video? Okay, there's my video. Okay. Oh, okay. I was looking for a different one. Hold on. This one. How do I change this? Okay, I guess I have to change it on my YouTube really quick. Okay. Hello? Hello? Oh, I think I gotta change it. Hold on. Are you there? Pika? I can't hear you. How do I do this here? How can I do it? Here? I can't hear you, Picker. Are you on mute, hon? Okay, I hear you now.
Okay, all right.
Okay, this one. I want to try to. Can I edit this one to? Oh, I have to go to freaking my computer. Damn it. Because I wanted to. I put a video for members only for a day or two. And hey, Robert. I broke him. Happy Thanksgiving, honey. How are you?
Me, I'm okay. Or Robert, you asking Robert?
You.
Me, I'm okay. Just living my incredibly boring life. That's all.
Are you sad today?
No, not at all. I don't. No. I'm very weak. Am I? I'm a frail old man, Robert. No, I don't get sad. I'm just saying I just live a boring existence. I'm not complaining about it. It's just I quite like it that way.
You like it that way?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Like, I've never been inclined to do that many exciting things.
You know, I'm trying to figure out. Me either, honey. Me either. I feel like my life's pretty boring, to be
Yeah,
honest. How
which
come
is
it
fine.
doesn't? Oh, okay. Robert comes up green because he's okay, because he's a member. I got it. Okay. Oh, did you write something in the private chat?
Oh,
Okay.
oh, my mic. Yeah.
Okay. It is. It for me too. I have a very boring existence. And though I can look at it like this, well, in my younger days I didn't. In my
Yeah.
younger days, I had a lot of fun. I partied. I got a lot out of my system before I had kids. Was that my time to have an exciting life? And now it's just doomed from here on out? Or, I mean, I guess we make our own, I guess we make our own fun if, we are the ones in control of the trajectory of our lives, right?
Well, to
And
some degree.
I mean, to some degree. I mean,
Yeah.
the what's going on in society has a lot of control over the trajectory of our lives too. But
Yeah.
I I live the same way, Picker. I feel like a lot of times I feel like I'm just existing. Like
Yep.
there's nothing ever to just look forward to,
Yeah.
nothing to get excited about. Nothing that I can think about and go, oh, yeah, I get to do that. Or, yeah, I get to do this. Or, I can't wait for that. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing. It's just a humdrum day to day. That's
Yeah.
what you guys bring a lot to my life, even though a lot of
Mm.
people don't think so or don't know how you do.
Oh no, 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 totally. Like, I think in particular with COVID and the lockdowns and just general flip floppiness of the economy, the
Hmm.
uncertainty and all of that. I think for a lot of people, they have lost that something to look forward to, overseas travel
Yeah.
or whatever it is. But yeah, for me personally, I just yeah, when I like you when I was younger, I had a lot of fun, mostly with alcohol, a little bit of casual drugs, going clubbing and things like that.
You? What kind
Um,
of drugs did you do?
Acid mostly.
You did?
Yeah, that was my preference, but speed occasionally. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
I hated acid. Oh, I would never touch that crap again.
I loved that. But yeah, that time's been and gone, and you get older, and you know, you get bored of these things, and you just become less suited to those things.
Right.
Um, and yeah, I've just never, I've been overseas. I kind of live overseas. I grew up in England. I live in Australia. I've traveled, quite a bit, I guess. And I enjoyed it at the time, but I've done it, and I don't really feel a burning desire to travel or go on holidays or jump out of planes or ski down the side of mountains. I just like think all of that's just a load of hype and nonsense. I'd rather just chill out, really.
Right. And the way I look at it too is like I pay so much to live here,
Yeah,
and we have our things in our house. And I don't know, I feel like for so many years of my life I was outside of I mean, I was home with the kids and stuff when they were growing up, but we were outside of the home a lot for sports and school and practices, all that kind of stuff, church. And so it's kind of nice being older, being able to just be here and enjoy the place that I'm paying so much to live in. It's
yep,
like so many people pay so much to live in their homes and they're gone all the time. It's
yeah,
like, so I kind of look at it a different way. And I'm starting to now, my daughter brought this up and I was like, I just want to have too much clutter and stuff. She goes, you mean you want to become a minimalist? I'm like, well, not that far, but she goes, Mom, I've been thinking about the same thing. She's like, I'm going to start getting rid of stuff that I haven't used in the last year. And I'm like, well, you might use it when you get older. Like you might need it at some point. She goes, no. I go, well, you do what you want. But I mean, I don't want to become a minimalist, but I do need to get rid of stuff. And I just need to become more organized and not have so much stuff.
yep,
And I feel bad because my son's kind of more like me that way. He keeps everything.
yeah,
Um, he does, and it's it's a hard thing to break. Hey Sean, happy
Hey,
Thanksgiving,
Sean.
honey. Um, hope you had a great day. Um, I'm but I was gonna say something and then I forgot.
Well, I would. I think a lot of women. Sorry for being a misogynist, but a lot of women hoard to some degree or another. And I
Mhm.
think, your generation and your parents' generation, our generation, my parents' generation, Robert's generation, um, tend to keep everything, and keep
Yeah.
everything in boxes, fill our shelves with absolutely everything. We've got 10,000 t shirts, 10,000 pairs of socks, and all of this stuff. And it's just unnecessary.
Hmm.
And nowadays, like, the TV that you bought 3 years ago is now outdated. You could probably, buy a far superior TV for a fraction of the cost. We don't need to keep these older things. They all become redundant.
Right.
Um,
TVs you can get so cheap now too.
yeah, yeah. And it's the same with everything. You don't need to keep your old kettle just in case your new one breaks down, because nowadays you can just go to Walmart or wherever, pay
Hmm.
$10, and you can get whatever you want. Um, so yeah, for sure, heading towards being a minimalist is the right thing to do, I would say.
I was
Uh,
watching some old videos like Thanksgiving in the 60s and stuff. It was just so different. And then I came across this um, inflation, the impact that inflation's having on us for Thanksgiving. And like the turkeys have gone up
yeah,
27%.
yeah,
The pumpkin pies have gone up 20%. Carrots have gone up 47%. And potatoes have gone up 13%.
yeah.
That's just since you know who's been in office.
Right. Well, it's the same in Canada, I believe, like, or worse in Canada, and it has been for a little while. I've just seen pictures. If you want to buy a box of 24 cans of Coke, it costs like $50 or something stupid.
Me
Um,
too, Robert. Same thing. Sorry.
no, everything's gone up in price, and you've got 110
Yep.
shipping container
Mm-hmm.
ships
Sitting
out,
there.
sitting there outside of California. Hey,
Hey,
Paul.
Paul. Happy Thanksgiving, hon. Did you have a great day? Did you go to your friend's house? Well, I've heard different things about those shipping containers too. Like they might not necessarily be food in those shipping containers. There might be something else.
Fentanyl. They've probably got a
Just
few tons of fentanyl floating around.
weapons. Who knows?
Weapons, cruise missiles.
People that they're,
Mm,
all these people they're bringing over and, to, whatever. I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, if it's food, then uh, I don't know.
Well, I think I've read, and I may have this wrong, but in certain countries, I think the UK, I think Europe, the government's, yeah, pretty sure the UK, the government's paying the farmers to spoil their crops.
Yep.
Um, and there's a
Yep.
lot of anger about that from the farmers themselves. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot of weirdness. They shouldn't be doing that. If there's all of these chain supply issues, which we're told that there are, and if there's 110 container ships sitting outside California, then
Hmm.
there definitely are supply chain issues. Then
Right.
why the heck are they spoiling the food on purpose? Do they want
There's
us to starve?
Yes,
Is that
there's
what they want?
always a motive. There's always a plan. To order a Publix Thanksgiving dinner was 50 last year. It was 90 this year. See? That's unbelievable.
Right. What's Publix?
It's like a grocery store.
Oh, okay.
So they have prepared meals for Thanksgiving, and
Right.
um, and they. So last year it was $50 to get one. This year it was 90. That's $40. That's almost double the price.
That's for one meal, one person
Right. Well, one meal. I don't know. It might serve
per meal.
four, two
Oh,
or
okay.
four. Sean, how
Yeah.
many does that serve? How many did that Publix meal serve, hon? Um, and I got to thinking, and I don't like doing it because my empathetic side goes to starts thinking too much, and then I cry, and then I feel sad, and then it ruins my day. But I start thinking about all the people that have nobody to spend their Thanksgiving with, and
Mm,
it's or if they're homeless, or you know but nobody should be. I mean, I understand some people don't have people to spend the holidays with, but nobody should be homeless on our streets in our country. And that, you start thinking about that, and then you start thinking about, and people get so mad, all the people coming over here being taken care of, but we can't take care of our own people that need to be taken care of, like our veterans, our homeless, but
yeah.
we're giving $450 million to bring other people over when we can't, and so I started thinking about all that stuff and people on the streets, and I just wish I had enough to just take many holidays, many Thanksgivings, or not even on the holidays, just days to go around and give. I just, if I had money like a lot of these people do out there, these rich mother effers, I
Yeah.
would literally go take to the streets. I wouldn't give it all to the charities. I would go help people individually.
Yeah.
Because
I
then you
think
know what you're doing, you see who you're helping, you know where the money's going. You know what I mean? Like, you can
yeah.
really make difference
Gary Sinise,
for people.
the
Yes.
actor
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
one of the NCISs, I think.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, he does a lot of charity work, I think, for
Mhm.
homeless people.
Mhm.
And he's been doing that for years. He seems to, be very giving, Christian, generous in that regard.
Hold on. Peanut butter lasagna. Wait, what? Hold the phone. Wait. Peanut butter lasagna? Paul, he's got a nagel as his picture. Oh my gosh.
His picture is the Rio album, Duran Duran.
Okay, it's a nagel. Well, yeah. Yeah, Gary Sinise. Great guy. But a lot of these foundations are a crock of shit.
Yeah, a
Captain
means
John.
for tax avoidance.
Mm-hmm. They open these charities, and to who knows what.
Yeah, funnel
So,
the funds to their family and their friends and
hmm
whoever they have to pay off.
politicians, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's why. I mean, that's why when you think about it, and you see all these charities, and you still see how so many people are still not making it, or homeless, or can't
yeah.
pay their electric bills, or can't.
It is weird. Like, why can't the governments? I mean, what I'm gonna say is ridiculous. I'm sure it's completely stupid, but why can't the governments just pay for every citizen's electricity bill or water bill?
Right,
Pay up to a certain amount. Not an excessive amount. Just decide
right.
what's a reasonable level and say, okay, guys, you don't have to pay for the first, $1,000 per year. You just don't have to pay.
Seraphin, sorry, Seraphin. Happy Thanksgiving. Seraphin's here, you guys.
Hey, Seraphim.
Hey, nice to see you. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, hun? Exactly. Well, it would be nice. My my water and my electric separate. So you've got the water, sewer, garbage, and you've got the heat and all that, and they're both, when in the wintertime, it can get up to $300 a month just for the electric, heat,
Yeah.
and
I-
then
In Eng- in
it's too.
England, it's winter now, and they've got problems with their gas because of the whole Russia
Mhm.
fucking around with their gas pipes and restricting supply. I think
Right.
many places in Europe, and that the just to warm your house is costing thousands of pounds, just crazy amounts that people simply can't afford.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know the governments are just playing with supply and
And that's a
like
need. Like, that's a
yeah,
basic need.
necessity. Yeah.
Well, there might be people that say, okay, Picker, I'm going to say this. If you if you say why can't the government pay
Hmm.
an electric bill or a whatever, a
Yeah.
bill for people, then some people would say, well, wouldn't that be socialism?
Guess it would be to a degree,
Mm-hmm.
but to a certain degree.
Oh, right. So,
Yeah.
would you really want the government doing that?
Yeah, I would. I don't want to pay these excessively high electricity bills or water bills. I mean, water in particular. Why are we paying for water? You've got all of these major companies, corporations, just using as much water as they want. Nestle bottling,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever the number is, tens of thousands of liters a day, and then charging people to drink
Right.
it.
Right.
I mean, how does that make sense?
And now you can get in trouble if you go out and try to get water somewhere. Now you can't
Yeah,
even, supposedly, it's supposed to be against the law now to collect your own rainwater.
right.
So
That's
you
crazy.
can't even put a bucket out and collect water from the sky without getting in trouble for it. How
Taxed for it. Yeah.
absurd is that?
Yeah, it's absurd, and also in America, of course, Flint, Michigan. For
Yeah.
more than a decade, they've not had proper. Some of the areas haven't had drinkable water. Um,
Good night, Seraphin. Thank you for coming in to say hi, honey. I hope you had to work. Did you get to have Thanksgiving, honey?
yeah,
Well, don't be a stranger, Seraphin. We miss you around here. I miss your sense of humor, so don't be a stranger. We miss him, right, Picker?
yeah. I was thinking
Everybody
about
in
him
the
yesterday.
chat. Yep. So please come back, honey. Don't be a stranger. Um, Sean said he's had 8 seizures this week. Jeez.
Shit, John, what the hell were you doing?
You're supposed to be taking your medicine correctly. You better be doing it. If you're not doing it on your own, tell your mom or something. Hey, or set an alarm or something so you remember. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. I'll try. Okay, honey. Well, hope you had a good day, anyways. They taxed the rain in Maryland. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's insane.
How? How can they get away with that? Oh, well, you need to call your doctor. The medicine makes it worse. You need to call your doctor, honey, and tell them that. Excuse me. Um, yeah, it's so again, how are people supposed to make it? So, I mean, people can't even get water now without having to pay for it. A necessity to live.
Yeah,
Water.
and I think I'm right in saying if you wind the clock back a couple of decades, few decades, water bills didn't really cost much. That they were the lowest bill you'd receive, but not
Mm-hmm.
so much nowadays. Now it's like I think I'm right in saying it can be a few $100s a quarter or something. It's now a proper bill. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. Especially when you do have these corporations using ridiculous amounts of water
Mm-hmm.
without having to pay for it. Yet
Mm-hmm.
we have. Yet we do. Um,
Right.
yeah. So I don't know. I've hoped for a long while that technology will change things.
Mm-hmm.
Solar panels, green energy, in particular renewables. It really ought to be able to significantly reduce the cost of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, so hopefully things like that. And apparently, there's technology where you can extract water, drinking water from the atmosphere.
Yeah.
things like that.
Wait,
Desalination.
Robert says I have no water or sewage bills. Are you Oh, are you on well water? Are we on well Robert, are you on well water? I mean, that would be nice to not have. Native, happy Thanksgiving, darling. I mean, how nice would that be to not have to? Oh, Sean says they're allowed to collect water in Florida now and it's tax free. Oh, well, that's nice. I mean, you could probably get a lot in the summer, in the winter time, huh? How was your Thanksgiving, honey?
I think the honey is native this time.
Yeah, this time it's native.
Mhm.
I pump my own right out of the ground. Wow.
Oh, really?
My boss does. Yeah, he has well water. Well, and his backyard's also the island, so he's got like all kinds of water. I don't know if you can't drink that water though.
No.
That's salt water, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's been a beautiful day though, I have to say. Did you guys notice when I see my kiddos, I'm always in a good mood? Like for some reason, I mean, I can't tell you how many times my son said, "Are you taking Sosa home with you?" I'm like, "Nope. You'd be proud of me." Nope. He goes, "Are you sure you're not taking Sosa?" Nope. I said, "No. It was good. I'm full. How was yours?" Mine was wonderful, Native. Thanks for asking, honey. I got to see I got to see Piper too. I got to see my grand doggies, one boy and one girl, and I got to see my kiddos, one boy and one girl. And it was and her boyfriend, and he was kind of a crab ass tonight. I was like, I mean, my daughter was so excited for this, and he kind of put a damper on it for her, but we still had fun. We played that game, and then my son, he likes to draw, so he was just doodling around, and he drew this, and he was just gonna throw it away. I'm like, no, let me keep them. I think that one's pretty.
Yeah.
Um, they both of my kids are very artistic, and I don't know where the hell they got it because they didn't get it from me, and I've never seen their father draw anything except some architect plans for his dream house. It's the only thing I've ever seen. So I don't know. And my daughter can sing, and she's very talented that way. We have plants in Florida that subtract the salt from the salt water and turned it into drinking water. Interesting. We could play a game. Me and you could play a game on here. I mean, they could play too, but you know how like the things I have where you ask questions and you have to find the answer.
You and me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
you can, and then if somebody or someone else, Sean or something, can come up and he can play against you or something. Well, he
Yeah.
was the only one that's not family, so he may have felt a little insecure. No, he was just crabby, Robert. He was tired. He said he was tired, but I guess come to find out too, he didn't want my older brother to come there. He doesn't like him. And
Oh
my
yeah.
older brother ended up not coming, but I guess that's what kind of put him in a crabby mood because he wasn't aware that he was going to come, possibly, which I told them he may. So when I got there and I still thought he was coming, he got cranky and I didn't know why. And then my daughter told me that, he doesn't like him. And I'm like, okay. And then he doesn't, he wanted help. So my daughter and I was in the kitchen helping him, and then he got frustrated because there was people in the kitchen. Like he's a good guy. He's a very good guy, but he's so like how can I
Particular.
Very particular. Yes, very particular. And so, like, I can't even explain his personality. He gets irritated fast. He reminds me so much of my ex, like, where he can't carry on more than one or two things. Like, if he's doing one thing, he doesn't want to be bothered. Leave him alone. Don't talk. Don't be around him. Don't do anything. And if you do, he gets in a bad mood. A man's home is his castle.
Yeah, I kind of relate to that. I struggle when things get a little bit too, I don't know, complicated.
Chaotic or people
Yeah,
around.
hectic. Yeah, yeah, it winds me up, and especially if I feel that I'm being watched or
Yeah.
can't really do what I'm supposed to be doing.
Plus, he
Get
was
frustrated.
tired. I mean, he had to work today early this morning at like 5 o'clock. So he was tired, but um, he ended up having fun. They all had a glass of wine, and I didn't. Just one of the little tiny, the little glasses of wine. I didn't feel like drinking anything. Plus, I was going to be driving, and my Bowie hung out there for a while. I recommended Rhonda Shear's channel. I saw Mark on her live stream. Oh, really, Paul?
Which,
Interesting.
which mark are you ratting out? Which mark are you ratting
I
out, Paul?
saw Mark on the. Yeah, Paul. Which Mark? Mark Klein. So now it's time to get ready for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know why you have Thanksgiving. It's silly timing.
And
Oh,
I
look, Nanny Love.
I have to go Christmas shopping, and I haven't even started yet. I haven't bought one thing for Christmas. Nanny, aw, she comes in and says hi with 99.99. Thank you, Nanny. That puts a
You
smile
know,
on my face. But I love seeing you here.
yeah,
Thank you so much. That helps with my what's that called that I have to meet, Picker, on YouTube?
threshold.
Threshold. I have to meet $100 threshold every month or over, or you don't get your money. So thank you so much, Nanny. Happy Thanksgiving. Did you have a wonderful day? Don't drink it there. Tell them you were taking it to go. I had cream cheese pie for dessert that I made, native
Mm.
raspberry cream cheese pie.
And it was a success.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Nanny, did you have a wonderful Thanksgiving? Paul says, I drank 3 Absolute and Mountain Dew cocktails.
Whoa.
Aw, I missed you too. We're going to start doing different things in here. For the Christmas stream, we're going to have different people up on panel, and you better come up, Nanny. And
Yeah.
we're going to play games, and we're going to talk about different topics. Like, if someone just wants to come up and say hi, and introduce themselves, and you don't have to show your face if you don't want. Hell no, they couldn't go home fast enough. She's her family. She's like, hell no. Aw, see, I didn't. I wanted to be with my kiddos longer. Nanny love, you have to come visit me.
So you're gonna
Um,
do an open panel, so the likes of Paul can pop up if he wants,
mm-hmm.
or
I love you
Native,
too.
or Mark Klein, Nanny Love.
Mm-hmm. Nanny love's been on panel before.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah, she's funny. Everybody liked her. Um, yeah, hopefully, are you going to start coming around more, Nanny, on YouTube, or are you still kind of? I've been so friggin' busy. It's not funny. But like I told you, there are a few people that I talk to off of here, and Nanny loves one of them. I will, but please help me. I won't leave. You won't leave YouTube? Sean says he's hiding his face for a little while. You won't leave where? Here? Or you can't leave
Oh,
YouTube? Is that what she's
If
saying?
if she visits you, she won't leave.
Oh, the drama has been brutal. You're absolutely right. Sean, do you want me to tell everybody why why you're hiding your face? No, a free sanctuary. Oh, come visit. Yes. Nanny, please do.
And then you can go and spend a few months with Annie.
Nanny, seriously, Nanny love. Robert says, hell, I'd even pop on every night. You mean up on
Oh,
panel,
you
Robert?
should, Robert. Yeah, you should. Robert should, for sure.
Oh, Sean, you don't want me to tell him? Okay. Well, you don't have to hide your face. Um, Nanny, I can't handle the drama that's been going on YouTube. But the hypocrisy is amazing. You know? It's like, I'll just say so. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, there was Honey Cake Girl.
Oh, hey, honey cake girl.
Very thankful. I'm very thankful. Thank you so much. I had 25 people here and I didn't even know half of them. Oh, well, see, that must have been a big dinner and a big mess. A lot to clean up. I hope someone's helping you clean. Honey Cake Girl, did you celebrate Thanksgiving? Did you have a good day? Um, what was I just saying? Oh, the drama. So a certain creator um went on and did a live in her car about another creator. This other creator hasn't even been talking about this creator, right? And it's the way they manipulate, Picker. It's the way they manipulate. So the one that went on and did a live in her car was saying stuff about the other one. And then the other one was like did a what's it called? A reaction.
Yeah.
And because she was being lied about and talked about, and then the other one did a reaction to her reaction, and she's like, "See, look it, she's talking about me." They do that.
Yeah.
They spark something up, and then somebody reacts,
Yeah.
and the one who reacts is the bad guy. So manipulative. That's why I like BX Beast Boy, because he knows exactly. It's total emotional manipulation is what they do. People are so mean on the tubes now. I agree. I guess we are not having movie night. I know. I was like, I don't think it was like 9 o'clock when I realized, and I'm like, nobody's said anything, so I guess we're not. I'm definitely thankful for being alive after that last Saturday in September.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
Sean, I think Sean said, I don't want to pry, you don't have to comment, but I think Sean said that he had a seizure whilst he was driving, which would be pretty dangerous, I would imagine, pretty scary.
Um, yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me go back. No, I'm like the homeless person that everyone ignores when it's time. Right? I hear you there, honey. I get it. And that's one thing I don't miss. And, you know, I don't miss feeling that sadness when I was looking around and thinking how hard I worked, how I did all the shopping, I did all the prepping, the dishes, the clean, everything, cooking, and yet the serving, and I'm left alone to do all the dishes. It's kind of sad. I Yes, even though it seemed like an I Love Lucy episode, everything ended up good. What do you mean? What happened? Do you want to share, Honey K? I checked at 4 a.m. and decided it was not going to happen. Shoot, if it wasn't so late tonight, we can do it tomorrow night to make up for it. We can do it tonight's Friday, Thursday. It's tonight
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep, for you.
So So we can do it tomorrow night so we don't get behind on liquor. How was your Thanksgiving? Natives.
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Australia. No one does. We don't even
Yeah.
know what it is.
Or
You got-
Canada, right?
Yeah, okay, or Europe. So it's only an American thing, I think.
I want to show some people didn't see it because they weren't in here, but I want to show that picture of that drawing, that painting my daughter did. Isn't it good? Okay.
Yeah, it
So,
is good.
what's his name again? Denzel something?
Curry.
Curry. So, Nanny, you weren't here earlier. Native, Sean, many of you, I don't think were here, but my daughter made a painting for her brother for Christmas that's coming, and he loves this guy. He's a musician, and he's met him, and he has a tattoo of him on his arm. But look at how good it is. She's so good at that. Actually, Nanny has a painting that my daughter painted for her.
Hmm.
I don't, like I said, I don't know how they get, I don't know how they do it. I really don't, because there's a few of these memes that's pretty funny. Look at this one. Can you see it?
The ring light's a little bit in the way. That's better.
Yeah. Okay.
Is
Uh,
that Binger? Binger?
yep. Serving McDonald's.
Oh, okay. He's got a new job. Let's hope he gets $15.
It's pretty funny. Look,
First day on the job.
so funny. He's such a. And then we got bring Trump back. Look at this one. Some of these memes are pretty freaking funny, I must say. And then this one says, "Oh well, never mind. Never mind."
Was that an inappropriate one, was it?
No, it was just oh, um, a wine. Okay, so there's a Trump wine, and then there's somebody made one that says Rittenhouse on it, like an alcohol, and they have them next to each other, Trump and Rittenhouse, and yeah, um, it said something like "Let's trigger the liberals" or something. Yeah. Where's Faith Driven? Hey, Matthew. We were able we were able to bless a gentleman with no family. Oh, that's awesome. We were just
Oh,
talking
that's nice.
about
Yeah,
that.
it's very
Like,
sweet.
thank you, honey. I wish you did, Nanny. So I was just talking about if I was rich and had lots of money, like some of these people, these rich people out there, how I would like to go, person to person and like bless people individually. So instead of just giving money to an organization or a charity or whatever and not seeing where it goes or if it's what it's doing, but to be able to actually take somebody and really see the money change their lives. I think that would be, I wish I could do it for so many people. And then to have my own son say, Mom, you look so tired. Oh, honey. Then he should be doing the dishes for you. Do you have it hung up? I got you a little something, Nanny. I don't know if you saw it. I was hoping you didn't see it, but I did a video. I went shopping. It's nothing big, but it reminded me of you, so I picked it up. I need to mail it to you. Honey K Girl says, we planned to have things done by a certain time. Electricity went out. Then we were missing ingredients. It was silly chaos. Things worked out at the end. Just looking toward the positive. Don't you hate it when you have that crap happen? Oh,
Was it your air fryer, honey cake girl, that led the electricity to go out? That happens to us.
oh, does that happen to you? It's
Yeah,
like,
the air fryer, it uses crazy amounts of electricity, and we can't. We got to stop using it because it just completely destroys the electricity. So,
Oh, I have an air fryer. Nanny says, "Who's the guest on panel? Introduce
yeah,
yourself."
that's me, Pick a Leech. I guess you know
Nanny,
me.
it's Picker Leech, and
Yeah,
yes, he's from Australia.
the guy that annoys everyone in chat.
No, you don't. Picker thinks nobody likes him.
Oh
Just
no,
kidding.
that's not true. So
I
some people
know.
do.
He didn't say that.
Just not that
I'm
many.
saying I think Picker thinks nobody likes him, but I told him we all love him. Like everybody in here likes you. Nanny Love says you're very soft spoken for an Aussie.
Yeah, well, I don't have that. Yeah, I mean, because I've got an English accent, so I speak civilized as opposed to most Aussies. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so there's that. Got that going for me.
Nanny Love, I have a question for you, and I don't care if people see this and get mad at me, but I've brought up Diane a couple times saying that it's nobody's business. Like, if people want to go into her chat and people are happy to help with the kids and stuff for Christmas, like, why is it bothering people so bad? Like, nobody's giving money to that. They're actually going in and shopping the Amazon wish list, and it's all for kids. It's not for any adults, and these women are just flipping out, getting so mad about it. And it's like, so what? You want to take Christmas away from kids because you don't like Diane? It's crazy. Like, to call her the things they call her, yet they don't do anything for anybody. It drives me nuts. So my question to you is, are you happy that she's back, Nanny? I like being poor. It makes me appreciate everything I have. I don't think you're poor, Nanny. Um, I know you have a very rich soul, but I don't think you're poor either. Did you get a new PO box? I need to tomorrow. They were closed today. Hey, I air fried 4 turkey breasts. Ooh, Nanny's loving you, Picker.
Oh yeah, nice.
I have and always will love Diane. When I love that you say that out loud, you say that and let everyone know, and you're not afraid to say it.
Who's
We
Diane?
Diane was the one who did the ladies' night, and everyone called her a St. Jude scammer because you've seen the videos on her.
No, I don't think
Um,
so. Hey,
well,
Anitra.
because I have already bought 4 lists. I thought of you, and I know how generous of a heart you have. And when she was, talking about kids needing Christmas, I knew you would help. I knew you'd be there helping. I just knew. But Diane, so she had a channel. She does now. She left for a while, but she had a channel. And so when people would donate their, super chat to her, and she got a lot of money in super chats, right? People loved the channel. They did ladies' night. They did panels where people would come up and they'd try to, mend relationships between people in the community that were fighting. And, it's just a channel. I wasn't involved in it much. I'd watch sometimes, but a lot of people loved them. It was Diane and Wendy, and then Randy would come on sometimes. But so she also had merchandise that she sold, and she said, she had a link and said all of that goes to St. Jude, whatever she makes on there. And what she was saying was, for the last couple of years, that all of the money she made from super chats would go to St. Jude, right? 100%. Well, there came a time where she changed her mind, right? And decided she didn't want to donate all of them to St. Jude, but or she used some of the money from her super chats for something else or whatever. And she still donated to St. Jude, but she just didn't donate 100%. But people were giving her super chats just like Nanny Love gave me that, right?
Yep.
So what I do with that, it's mine now, right? That Nanny Love, well, after YouTube gives it to me next month, it'll be mine. So after they take out their, half. That's what they do. So Diane wouldn't get 100% of what people gave. She would get, they took 35% at that time. So people called her a scammer because after a year and a half, she changed things up and she didn't think it was anybody's business because people would still super chat to her anyways, right? Because a lot of people like to super chat. They like to see it go up there and they like, but so people hounded her and hounded her and hounded her, accused her of being a fraud, da da da, and pretty much have always called her a scammer now because she didn't give 100% to St. Jude, like she said.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs, but you'd get the YouTube, their percentage would be cut out, as you say, but also tax.
Mm-hmm.
Because presumably it will be income for her, and then
Mm-hmm.
she'd have to pay tax on
Right.
it,
Mm-hmm.
unless it was a registered charity or something like that, which I doubt it is.
No.
So yeah, it kind of seems like a bit of a messy thing to do, and you're always going to be accused of doing the wrong thing, I would imagine. So
Right.
probably best avoided.
Right. But the thing is, too, it's like you have these other creators out there making candles,
Right.
putting dead children's pictures on them, selling them for a
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
That's, hold on. Like,
Kind of
I don't
gross.
know. I think it's nobody's business what people do with their money. Now, if you say you're going to give to St. Jude, fine. If you don't want a super chat, then go to St. Jude and then donate directly to the link. There's always an option to do that. I don't know. I just think people need to stay out of people's business that way. Hey, Anitra, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm listening in the background. Okay.
Does Anitra celebrate Thanksgiving?
I don't. Anitra, do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? She was probably all by herself today if she did. Oh. That's why I came on tonight because in case there's people that just were alone and wanted to chat.
Yeah. Well, that's what I like. What Honey K girl did. Going to her. I can't remember what she said, but her uh, neighbor or such, a guy that lives on his own. Because I mean, at this time, there's huge amounts of depression, huge
Mhm.
amounts of suicide,
Right.
and in males in particular, it's the males, and also trans people are committing suicide in the main.
Right.
Um, yeah, so it's good to look out for your neighbors where you can.
Wait, Nanny, what do you mean? Oh wait, did you see what Honey Cake Girl says? Although if I use the air fryer and the microwave at the same time, not good. It will blow
Yeah,
our breaker. Um, what do you mean? I actually left because a certain evil person put all my super chats up with my name. What do you mean, put them up with your name? Where were you yesterday? I was up all night, waited till 8. Oh my gosh, Anitra, we're going to do it tomorrow night. I thought everybody was busy last night for some reason. At 9 o'clock, when I looked, I'm like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about Thanksgiving and everything, and I just totally spaced it. So, um, we're going to do it tomorrow night to make up for last night. Normally you don't ever come. I wish you would have messaged in there. I would have jumped in there. Absolutely, Anitra. Dang it. I'm sorry, honey. Um, Nanny says, I do understand if people don't want to trust her, but I always will. I'm loyal that way. Right. See? And that's your choice, right? That's your choice. It's our individual choices who we like and who we don't, who we trust and who we don't.
yeah. I mean, I
Um,
guess, well, I don't know about this situation, but I guess you make your judgment if you believe her. Was she doing the right thing or trying to do the right thing, or
yeah,
not? So yeah, I guess Nanny Love believes she was trying to do the right thing. So yeah, all good.
I think she was too because she did a lot of other things as well. She
Right.
helped. a lot of other people in the community as well for holidays and stuff. So
Yeah, right.
I don't know. People need to just quit saying Diane's a scammer, Diane's a scammer, because
Mm.
look at all these tragedy pimps out there. These ones making all kinds of money off of these missing children or dead children.
Hmm.
What would be good is if the creator put up a link directly to St. Jude and asked for chat to make direct donations. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think she eventually, or she had that prior, or vice versa, did it and stopped, or didn't have it and put it up and gave people that choice. All these years I'm thinking Picker Leach is a bird loving lady like me.
Nope.
Oh, Nanny, I made a comment in somebody's video under the video when it was uploaded, whatever. I forgot what her channel is called. Something 911. And I told her, there's a few creators I could listen to all night, like their voices or whatever. And yours is one of them. And I said, I really like your channel. And that person, Nanny, that you just mentioned, made a video with my comment in there and said, I can't remember what she said, but then she came over to my channel and made a comment in my comments saying, "Hi, scammer supporter." Like, I don't even know this
Oh,
girl. I don't even know her. Just because I made a comment on somebody's channel, she took a screenshot of it, made a video, and then come and commented in mine just because I liked this one girl's channel.
oh, okay. What does this person, the scammer supporter person, do they have an active channel? Like, do they have a lot of viewers or something?
Not a lot, no.
Right.
Wait,
But
the one that,
the one that called you a scammer
oh,
or scammer supporter.
not a huge, no. I mean, she's a smaller one.
Right.
Well,
What?
I had heard of her. I had heard of her a lot
Right.
of not very nice things, but I
Oh,
never
okay.
said anything to her. I've never been mean to her or talked about her ever.
Oh,
But it's just crazy how mean
mm.
people can be. Native wants to know how old you are.
Who, me?
Mhm.
Um, I'm in my 40s.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anitra has a question for you.
What does pickle eats mean? Okay. Well, a picker. So I
A
call
nose
myself.
picker? No, I'm just kidding.
No, not a nose picker. Picker is someone that goes around like secondhand stores and garage sales and buys things for cheap and
Mm-hmm.
then tries to sell them. And I used to follow that community. They're on YouTube. There still is a very active picking community, and I used to follow those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it a hobby of mine. I used to go around thrift stores and garage sales and buy things and then stick it on eBay.
Oh yeah.
Um, a lot of people would their username would be picker this, picker that. So I chose pick a leech. A leech is my avatar is a leech. My pick a leech avatar. So a leech is that thing that you find in swamps, that creature which sucks your blood.
Ew.
Yeah. So a lot of pickers get criticized for being overly mercenary. At Christmas in particular, some of them will go to Walmart and they'll buy all of the hottest toys, and then they'll stick them on Amazon and eBay.
Yeah.
And make 30%, 50%, 100% profit.
Wow. That's what I
Yeah,
need to do.
yeah. I mean, there's like a moral aspect to some of it. Do you want to be influencing a child's Christmas? Is that what you want to be doing, or so yeah, there's a certain potential for seediness in such activities.
So people will go buy things that they know are kind of hot items, and then they will go sell them for and raise the prices a lot. Is that
Yeah,
looked frowned upon?
Yeah, well, it's frowned upon. Like, I mean, it's the same as being a ticket touter. I think that's the term.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I mean, it's taking advantage. It's taking something in limited quantities, limited availability,
Right.
scooping up as much as you can, and then charging as much as you can. And at Christmas, if your little kiddie winkle wants, the latest new Barbie or the Frozen toy, Frozen was a big thing, that movie, Disney.
Right.
So a lot of them would scoop up all of the Frozen toys and then just make all kinds of profit off of it. Uh, yeah. So Paul says currently they're doing it with Sony PlayStation 5s. You can't buy them in the shops because these guys will go in, buy them, put them on eBay for $300 more.
Yeah. Do you celebrate any holidays?
Me?
Hmm.
Not really. I mean Christmas, but not really. I can't be bothered with things like that. It's too much hassle.
You can't
I'm
be
not.
bothered with things like that.
Yeah, can't be bothered. It's all a load of nonsense.
Anitra says, that's interesting. You always learn something new. Leech, I have heard of, but didn't have an idea of what picker leech is.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. Just I kind of like the avatar. My avatar. I kind of like it because it's ugly and a little bit shocking. So that's what I go for.
Yeah. Nanny Love says she's completely done with. Oh my gosh, I haven't even started. I've done all the Christmas shopping for since I had kids. Like, I think my husband, when we were together, went with me once. I shopped for his parents. I shopped for the whole everybody, and he didn't. Like I said, I was grateful though that he would stay up, until 3 in the morning with me and wrap all these presents. But it was a lot of stress because I also had to buy the stuff to cook Christmas dinner and, Christmas Eve dinner and Christmas dinner for everybody. And then I had to clean up everything by myself. It's a lot of work. You didn't even put up a tree. Hey, Mark, how are you? How was your Thanksgiving, honey? Um, I know.
Putting up a tree is too much work. It's not worth it.
I'm gonna get a small one. Honey K Girl says too picky, huh? Hell, in LA and San Francisco, you don't need to buy them. Just follow the next flash and grab a couple. That's true. One day you should have Sosa and Piper with you so we can see them both when you go. I know. Well, my daughter's coming over on Sunday. I'll probably I'll probably have Sosa for a short time because I'm gonna pick him up tomorrow, probably sometime. And then so he might still be here when Piper's here.
Do the dogs
But
get on together?
Sosa loves Piper. Piper is so mean to Sosa. Like she's a bitch. Like she had to be separated tonight
Right.
because he just wants to play, but she's an old maid and she's older than him and she runs the roost. Piper's a little bitch. I love her to death and she's adorable, but she's
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
He's so mean to Sosa, and Sosa's so cute. Like his face, he looks so sad when she doesn't want to play.
Yeah. Us dogs for you.
I know, but it would be so cool if they got along. Now, if they had grown up together, that would probably be different. But my son got Sosa 2 years ago, and Piper was already almost 4 years old, so she wanted nothing to do with him.
Oh, okay. So that's not that old. Piper isn't that old.
No,
She's 6. That's still
she's
kind of
6.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 7, I think. Okay, I'm gonna try, Native. I'll try to do that for you, honey. She don't want to be screwed with either. Exactly. My plan is to make this place look as if Christmas erupted here. Seasonal depression gets me bad, so I got to get myself hyped up. Aw, honey.
Um,
Yeah. seasonal depression is hard, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry you have to deal with that. But it does bring the spirits up when you got Christmas all around you, right? At least for that short time, and then you get depressed when it's all over. Hey Jenny, happy Thanksgiving, honey. How was your day? I love her new picture. Um,
Hey, Mark. Hey, Jenny. Bella, you
yeah.
should tell these guys again about what you're planning to do for a Christmas stream.
Oh, well, and I hope people will partake in it. I just want to have like an open panel for people, you know. Um, sorry. I just want to have like an open panel for people to come up and we can talk about different topics. Um, People can just come up and say hi if they just want to say hi for a minute. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want. You can just use the audio and that's it. And we may play a game or something. We could even play a game and have people on panel instead of doing it the way we do it, where it's just me and you guys are answering in the chat. Maybe we can actually have people up on panel and we can play a game that way. And maybe we'll play music or something after that. Um, Piper is a mix, honey cake girl. Piper is lab retriever mix. She's so tiny too. It's crazy. We got the little runt. My son and his husband brought a horse over today, so I had to lock my little dogs in the bathroom all day. They hate me. Aww. Because of the horse? Oh, you couldn't have them in the house in case they got out around the horse? I might get sick, call in sick tomorrow. What's Bella theory? Wait, what's theory mean? Tier, what, and snow always gets me in the spirit. Yeah, at Christmas. Well, a Christmas stream, like around Christmas. It'd be fun to do like something different, like at the 12 days of Christmas or something. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to come up with some ideas.
Are you gonna wear a Mrs. Santa Claus outfit?
I think I'm going to dress up. Yeah, I'm going to. There's a couple little cute things I've seen. Um, I could be Santa's helper. I could be an elf. I could be
Nice.
there's a couple like sweater dress Christmassy things that they have out that are like kind of ugly sweaters. I don't know, they're kind of funny.
Mhm.
um 4 cans of food. Oh my goodness. Hungry, huh? And they're tiny dogs, huh? Yo, Jenny, what do you know? I mean, they did ask me if I was coming in on Friday, and I didn't know it was an option. If they say, "Well, you said you were coming in," say, "You must have heard me wrong." I didn't say that.
But that's bad because I think Jenny's said that she's having a hard time at work. But it
Hmm.
sounds like they've just forgotten to tell her something which they ought to have told her. That'd be really annoying. I mean, that's unfair to treat anyone like that. But yeah.
It is. Yeah,
So take the day off, Jenny.
yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I would take the day off. I mean, a lot of people do have the day off. Um, um, Sorry, I'm running too. What do you guys do for Christmas? Is it just you and your wife?
Yeah. Well, again, we don't do too much. We just carry on with our boring existence. I really just can't be bothered doing things. I was.
So you were serious when you said that?
Oh yeah.
That you
Oh
can't
yeah.
be bothered?
I just can't be bothered. I'm just not interested. I used to be, and then I'd do things that I didn't really want to do, and then at a certain point, I was like, I can't be bothered. Fuck this. Um, so now I'm just not interested. I think it's all silly, making a big palaver. Not It's not for me. If someone else wants to do the work, I'll take advantage of it, but
Do
I'm not going to do
you
it myself.
get your wife anything?
I mean, I have to say yes, otherwise everyone's going to hate me, aren't they? So,
No,
yeah,
just be honest.
if I remember, if I get round to it. I don't know.
Um,
It's like literally, I just don't prioritize these things. These things just don't mean anything to me. Robert agrees. Back me up, Robert. Come on.
back me up, Robert. Okay, I think I
Yeah.
got it right. Okay. I missed a couple comments. Hold on. Um, and my hubby's brother is flying in tomorrow. Their grandma is. I was gonna ask you about that, honey. Um, Mary, was that her name? I have it written down. Um, how is she doing? I know you said she's like 92 or something, and she was having a hard time getting oxygen. Is she's not doing any better? That sounds nice because I'm all alone here in my small apartment the whole Christmas, like I have been nearly every Christmas. Anitra, I know, and I wish you were closer. I mean, I wish you lived in the U.S. Like, Nanny just wants stay up and chat. Aw. Um, Native wants to know if you have any pets.
Who, me?
Mhm.
No, I don't have any pets. Too much hassle. Well, I wouldn't bother with that.
Hey, Cafe. Happy Thanksgiving. How was your day, hun? Oh, it is Mary. Oh, I have a good memory. She's on comfort care now. Is that mean one step in the other direction, or Cafe says happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Well, thank you, sweetie. Um oh, so you want to go say your goodbyes tomorrow. So that means that comfort care means right before they pass. They're keeping her comfortable. So many people in hospice, right, Nanny? Oh, Sean says, Mark, don't remind me. Mark says the Cowboys lost. Oh, you guys just continue to pray for Jenny's uncle's wife. Her uncle passed away, and he had wife and children. So please continue to pray for their family, and then also for um, her grandmother in law. Uh, because it sounds like she took a turn for the worse, huh? It was blessed. Oh, good, honey. It was good. It was good. I got to see my kiddos. We still got to meet up, Cafe. My Bears and Raiders won. Native says, Sean, how are you doing since the whole incident? Nanny Love says, for anyone suffering with sick loved ones, I pray and wish you all peace. Aw. Sorry, man. I didn't know you liked that. Mark said, love and prayers to you too, dear. We gotta meet up for coffee or something. Ow. Sean says prayers to Jenny. Ow, ow, ow. My leg does this thing.
Fibro.
No, it's that injury. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, so many people passing young and old. I don't know how to reach you off YouTube. Well, we were messaging each other on Snapchat, was it? Hold on. Hold on. I know where you were messaging me somewhere. 1 second. Yeah, right here. I'm going to type to you. Send. Did you block me? It's not sending. Oh, wait. Maybe it did. Okay. So you can message me. And then I think we can do a call on there. Yeah, we can call on there too. Okay, hun. So just get a hold of me and we can make a plan, dear.
You can go out for a Sunday for a Christmas coffee sometime.
A Christmas coffee, yeah.
Starbucks. Pump.
Oh yeah, I've had one for so long. I don't use it ever, but my teeth. I need some teeth whitening stuff. I feel like I've got like dried food on my face. I feel like. Sean, you knew because I think we're friends on there. Hold on. Uh, I'll have to find you. Wait, add friend. I never use it. Let's see if I can. Okay, I think I found you, so I'm gonna add you. Yep,
Sean's back together with his girlfriend. Am I
yep.
reading that right? Oh, well done.
Yeah, I don't use. Um, I never use Snapchat. The Macy Day Parade was so wrong. 100,000 people all together. Well, yep, but that's okay, right? Break up to make. Ow! There is seriously no way you're 53. Stop lying. Okay, you guys caught me. I'm actually 56. No, I'm just kidding. We are being lied to again, Nanny says. Yep. They're always lying to us, Nanny. They're always lying to us. You know
About
that?
the, yeah, about the social distancing. It is weird. I mean, you can 100,000 people in a parade, or in your stadiums you got 50, 60, 70,000 people. Your rock concerts.
Oh, that's okay, right?
Well, it's okay now if you're double jabbed. Then you can go.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean got. That's why I don't use that. I won't even say the name. I hate them, but I won't use them, Sean, because they're freaking communists.
What's wrong with
Communists, I tell
communists?
you.
What's wrong with communists?
Oh gosh, don't even get me started with communism. It's just not good for us, I tell you.
Not to me.
Sean, oh, the duck? Funny you should ask about the duck. We ended up not having the duck because the boyfriend, this might have been why he was in such a bad mood too. He did not it was still kind of frozen. So he couldn't get it. I had him, we put it in some cold water and let it sit for a while, but it was going to take quite a lot longer to de-thaw it. So he's like, well, I just won't make it. So we had shepherd's pie, some fruit salad, some vegetables, some, what else do we have? Something else and pie. But at Macy's Day Parade design. No, I didn't. I didn't see the parade actually. But so he didn't make the duck. I'm terrified of even going to the store. Nobody's even wearing masks here. Yeah, Nanny, my mom, she wouldn't even come to Thanksgiving. She says it's because she's worried about that, but she also was like, well, I don't want to have to get ready either. I'm like, geez, like, seriously, my family is so selfish. Like, she could have worn a mask, but my mom never comes over anymore for holidays, even before this outbreak, whatever. She never came over. How warm is Aussie now?
It's not very warm at the moment. It did heat up a little, but New South Wales is currently facing heavy rain, like the highest rain in decades.
Didn't you say
Um,
it's almost like springtime there now?
yeah, it is springtime. I mean, it has been. There's been nice warm days, but it's all rainy. It's gone rainy, very rainy, pretty rainy.
Nanny, you're so good to them. Mm. She always Ow, my back. She always cooks and bakes, and at 11 o'clock at night.
Fred's getting demanding in his old age.
Yeah, Mark, I said, if I would have known this was going to happen, I would have just made turkey or something. But it was okay. My kiddos, all three of them, some of you might not have heard this, but all three of them prayed before we ate. And before my daughter's boyfriend came into the family, he didn't pray before he ate a meal. And he started the prayers and then my kids prayed, but so I love it because our faith is rubbing off on him. I was watching football, just seeing baby Yoda. That was the photo I sent me. mm. So when I was watching the videos of, what Thanksgiving was like in the 60s, and just, it was so different. Just everything looks so different, you know? Mm.
Just a wider selection of foods in the 60s.
Mm. Well, yeah, plus, like, all the women, like,
All right.
wore skirts and dresses and they dressed up, just, I don't know. It
Yeah.
was like pretty cool, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Traditional conservative.
mm-hmm. Mm. Prayers are always good. Yeah, right? Was watching the dog show, LOL. It was great with him. Same here. Like, we could have had pizza and I would have been fine. I was just so happy to be there with my kids and my grand doggies. Native says, send me a plate, Sean. I mean, I don't have any leftover turkey for turkey sandwiches. That kind of sucks. For all our food, for what we wear, for all the good things everywhere. In Jesus' name we are thankful. Amen. That's right, Cafe. Yep. Back then, women wore a dress all the time. Yep. Well, I remember, Robert, when I started going to that Baptist church. I mean, pretty much we had to wear long skirts or dresses, or you felt like you weren't abiding by what God wanted you to. Ladies were supposed to look like ladies. I actually air fried all four turkey breasts. They were so dry I had to smother them with a gallon of gravy. Hey, but you got it done, right, Nanny? Um. So yeah, I mean, I think it would be nice to have women kind of be women, act ladies be ladies.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wearing pants. I mean, I love jeans and stuff, but it's just now if you dress like that, you're looked at as weird, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
the same for men, isn't it? To a degree. Like, I mean, back in the 50s, 60s, men would wear slacks, pants, and a shirt, or maybe even like a suit and a tie, or certainly
Mm-hmm.
more often than
Mm-hmm.
they do now.
A lot
Um,
more, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, without trying to say too unkind things, I mean, a lot of women nowadays do. I mean, young women have got everything on display nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little bit too far.
Mm-hmm.
Would be nice to just have a little bit more decorum around.
Well, I mean, and now they're making it seem like these, Instagram photos and like
Yeah,
OnlyFans, all this stuff, they're like making it seem to younger girls that, I mean, they're glamorizing it like, oh, you
yeah,
can make all this money, you can look beautiful, and you just sit at home and you can rake in lots of money. I mean, there's nothing wrong with OnlyFans if that's what you want to do and it's private, but I mean, they're not like encouraging young girls to rely on something more than their body,
Yeah.
and that's sickening.
I think it's a numbers thing. I think I don't know, maybe I'm wrong for thinking this, but I think because there's so many women that are attracted to that, attracted to, showing off their sexuality on
Mhm.
whatever social media platform. Maybe they do it for money, maybe they don't, maybe they just do it for the likes or whatever. But it just seems like so many. If it was just like 5% of young ladies that did that, or 10% or whatever, it just wouldn't be so overbearing. But it seems like so many women just spend a lot of effort doing that. I don't know.
That's like their go-to instead of
Yeah,
something else. Like, oh, I'll just pose on here. I'll just go on TikTok and be half naked. Or it's like,
yeah,
and so the other girls that see it, younger girls, they make it look, like it's such a wonderful thing, and you get lots of attention, and you can make money, and like I told you when I was scrolling that one day, one evening, I was just scrolling, and I was shocked. I saw a pair of boobs, like with no bra, no shirt, no nothing. And I'm like, it was a live video. Some chick was doing a live video. And
on
I
on
reported
TikTok,
because it was pornography, you know?
right?
Like, I don't want to be scrolling by and see a naked pair of boobs. I don't want to see that. I'm still looking for a nunnery for my daughter. I'll be doing the same thing. I mean, young girls and boys, they need to be, growing up having dreams and aspirations of becoming more than a cam person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You're poor. I know Nanny Love growing up in this day and age for the younger kids. Well, luckily she has someone like you know. Um Speak for yourself. Robert says he wants to see the naked boobs. Hey, I'll get a pedicure. I'll get a pedicure and I will. The most I'll do is, like I said, I'll do pictures for my feet. That's it. You know, um, I don't have a problem with, especially if I'm going to start taking courses or whatever. If I can make some money with selling pictures of my feet, I'll do that. They need class like Betty Boop. I mean, you can still be sexy and conservative. Like, you can dress, you can show a little cleavage, you can whatever, wear a tight pair of jeans or whatever, but do you have to let it all hang out? Ugh. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and it really is nowadays. It is letting it all hang out. I'm not a prude by any means, but the bikinis nowadays, super duper micro.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know,
Have like
covering
one string up the butt.
string up the front too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, it's all a little bit OTT, especially with the younger women.
Mm-hmm.
Probably as under girls under the age of 18, probably
Mm-hmm.
wearing these type of things and the yoga pants and all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they dance like they do.
Uh huh.
Mm-hmm.
Leaves no room for imagination. That's right.
Leaves it right. Nanny Love says no, feet creeps are the worst. Dental floss, yeah.
What
Well,
is
Nanny, I mean, at least I won't have to show, I don't have to show any parts of my body. Like, I mean, at least it's like, I wonder what in the hell gets people to be attracted, like turned on, literally turned on by feet. Hmm.
Maybe someone in chat could answer that.
Does anybody know? Does anybody in here have a foot fetish? Anyone? Nanny, feet creeps are the worst.
Is old Fred feet creep, Nanny?
Is old Fred does he have a foot fetish, Nanny? Sicko. Can you imagine what they be doing with those feet pictures? Ew. No. What is this red exclamation mark on the cloud? That's weird. That's crazy. It's in their DNA. Feet are gross. Feet are disgusting. I have really cute little feet though.
Oh, do you? Oh, if you don't mind saying so.
Oh, Native says I'd like to see something else bouncing.
Well,
Get
that's what
Give me
Sean's.
that pole, Native. I'm just kidding. Old Fred's a boob dude. Sean says it's a booby fetish. I can't believe I'm chewing juicy fruit. You know how long that shit's been around?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Um, I don't get it though. Like everybody what was that? I think you even did a video on it. I think it was a concert or something. I've seen it all over social media where that gal squatted down and peed on that guy.
Oh yeah, I did do a video on that. Sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
what? I thought she was gonna poop on him. Like people do that, but I was like, on stage,
Yeah,
at a
LA.
concert. Oh,
Yeah, rock concert. And the lead singer, yeah, brings a guy up on stage. The guy lies down on stage. She pulls her pants down, squats over him, and
and peas.
pees in his face. And the band just carries on playing. Oh yeah, it's no big deal.
Oh gosh, it's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I mean that's. I'm gonna say it. It's a bit mean, but that's America for you right
Right.
now. That's what it's become.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was like in a daytime concert. I think it was a daytime concert, but this was on a big stage. This wasn't in your, your seedy strip clubs or whatever. This is on a big 10,000 people stage.
And weren't people cheering and stuff?
Oh, yeah, I think so. And they seem to be quite a popular band, I think.
Yeah. Ew. I've never heard of them, but it's disgusting.
I think they'd have to be pretty popular to be on that kind of stage. It was a proper festival stage. So,
Nanny says I'm out.
I'm
We
guessing.
don't have to talk about it, Nanny. It's fine. She's like, okay, I'm out. Night. No, we don't have to talk about it. No thanks to golden showers.
It started off with feet, and then it
Yeah,
went,
it kind of
went
went
downhill fast.
in a wayward. Isn't this funny? This little hand, I can make it. Nanny, don't leave us. Anitra says, yuck. Just remembered years ago, I had a one night stand and the guy was wearing red tights and strings, like G strings. I was out of the apartment in a second and said that I have to go. Can you imagine?
That's got to be the weirdest thing. A one night stand. Wow.
Can you, was it a one? Oh, it was a one night stand. Okay, wearing red tights and G, was it string, like undies?
Suspenders, maybe?
No,
Maybe. Do you mean suspenders?
it's so gross. I'm sorry. Like, people can be however they want to be. But okay, let me ask you guys this. What is your feeling on what was the name of this band? Jenny wants to know. Look, can you look it up real quick on your
Yep.
chat?
Yep.
Thank you. One sec, Jenny. Picker's looking. So, can you imagine, like, do you think if somebody is trans when they're going on dating apps or, they're setting up a date with somebody, do you think it should be their obligation to Let the other person know that they're trans. Do you think that that should be something they should disclose?
Yes.
I do too. Put a one in the chat if you think they should disclose it to their date, or two if you don't. Native says yes. Sean says yes.
Well, there's been multiple murders um, in relation to that.
He had high heels he was gonna wear. Teacher says that didn't turn me on. Native says 1111. Sean says, um, I'm just laughing because I can picture Anitra like in that situation, and all of a sudden, well, I'm glad you got out of there safe, Anitra. You never know what Robert says. One, listen, I say for their own safety, they should, first and foremost, for their own safety, because there are some crazy guys out there that when they find out, if they haven't been told ahead of time, they find out, they could violently hurt them or possibly take their lives. I would say for their own safety. But I also think you have a right to know.
Yeah,
Some
of course.
people aren't might not be turned on by that. It might not
Some
be
people,
attracted.
I mean, it's going to be the vast majority of heterosexual males will not be into traps. You know.
Right. So
Uh,
that's their right to, if they're not attracted to a certain person. That's just like saying, someone's, I mean, it's more severe, but someone's got blonde hair or brown hair, you're only attracted to blonde hairs, and or someone's got a certain body type, but you filled out that you want this kind of body. You can't, but it's more serious than that. But I'm saying someone has a right to choose the kind of person they want to be with. If they're not attracted to trans, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I think for their own safety first and foremost, they should be honest about it up front, because then they're not, some people do it and they're they do it because they're afraid they won't get the date, or they're afraid that they'll be judged, they're afraid that, some people just feel that they shouldn't have to tell them.
yeah, that's just like so selfish, absurdly selfish to withhold that because
Mm-hmm.
you know that it's almost certain going to upset the other person
Mm-hmm.
significantly. Because I'm not one for identity. I don't really go into for identity politics too much, despite
Right.
my white cis male name. But if you're a guy and you're a heterosexual, you've got your sexual identity, and then what if you're told, ha ha ha, you slept with me, or you did had some sexual interaction with me. By the way, I'm a dude. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that's gonna fuck with you mentally. So to me, like you said a minute ago, the person could be crazy and get violent. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it would take for someone to be crazy to get violent. Like just
Right.
your normal guy, it's just gonna fuck with your brain too much. So
Yeah, I mean, what if the trans individual had already started hormones and stuff, and they had breasts possibly, and what
yeah,
if they had a makeout session that night or something, and they
yeah,
kissed and they had been talking and getting to know each other, and maybe they kind of made out a little bit, and
yeah,
and maybe that the man or woman, whoever, was starting to like this person who's a trans, right?
mhm,
And they start developing feelings possibly, and this person's not honest with them, like that
yeah,
would mess with your mind.
yeah. I've seen a TikTok prank where a guy kisses a hot girl, and then the hot girl turns out to be a guy. But they're making a prank of it. It's a big joke, but it's
And it's not funny.
it's
native
it's not it's not.
native asks, if you go out on a first date, would you help pay for the dinner, or should the woman or man pay?
well, it's supposed to be 50-50 nowadays. You know, women got emancipation, they got the vote. You know, they're succeeding in education. They get more money in the workplace. Yeah, they can fucking pay 50%.
Women get more money in the workplace.
Pretty sure that's right. Yeah. Um,
Mm,
yeah, I'm quite sure. Like the reason why the wage gap is a thing is because a lot of women work part time,
mm-hmm.
or they leave their career at a to have children, at a certain point. But yeah, there's evidence showing that women for positions which are of equal stature, I'm quite sure there's some studies which show that women get paid more.
I would say native a first date because she said a first date. So I would say that I would always offer to pay for myself. I'm not going to offer to pay for him. Like, I mean, I might. I mean, it depends on the situation. I have before, years and years ago, even back then, I had money, I worked, and I lived on my own, and, I wasn't broke, so I could pay for myself or a date. But I don't know. I'm not one of those, well, a man should always pay. No, I don't think so. I don't want a man like sponging off me. Like that might set a precedent if I pay for him on the first date, So I would always offer to pay for myself on the first date, I would say. Um, let's go Dutch, I guess. And if he said no, 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 put it away, I want to pay, I would ask him, "Are you sure? Because I can pay for myself. No big deal, you know." And if he said no, you can get it next time, or no, I want to pay. I asked you, whatever. Then I would let him. But I don't know if it's something that I would expect. Mark says, "I see so many beautiful women. I'm thankful I'm a man." Paul says, "Robert, yes, I've been watching her on Jeopardy. Her name's Amy. First date, us men should pay, especially if he asked her out." Hey, Claire Bear. I was going to ask how your Thanksgiving was, but I know you don't celebrate. I remembered. Well, I hope you had a great day. Um, thanks for popping in, honey. I think I'm ready to get off of here. We've been on
Yeah.
here almost about an hour and
Cool.
45 minutes. So
Well, I'll step down and then you can just carry on and wrap things
I
up.
can say my goodbyes when I finally
Yeah.
wrap
You
up.
can do, yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
thanks, Picker, for coming
All
up,
right.
honey.
You're
Okay, I'll
welcome.
talk to you later.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Well, you guys, I just wanted to come in and spend a little time with you all since I got home with a decent amount. Well, it's now 10:49. It's almost 11 o'clock, but um, I never watch Jeopardy anymore. What's tonight? Thursday. I doubt anything's on. I'll just go to bed. So I just want to pop on and spend a little time with my friends on here for Thanksgiving time. And hey, Brenda, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I hope you had a great day. Um, and thank you again, Nanny Love, for the super chat. I think she zipped out of here quick when we started talking about that stage thing. That's kind of gross. Uh, Thank you, Native. Will you guys make my night too? It's been a wonderful day. Anytime I get back from spending time with my kiddos, I'm just a different person, you guys. I really am. I'm happy. I'm smiling. I'm like positive. When I haven't spent time with them in a while, I really start to get depressed. I get like, I just get down. I need to see them. And it was nice to see the grand doggies together at the same time too, because I haven't seen Piper for a while. But Native, I'm going to try to get both of them over here at the same time just for you, okay? Hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Good night, Sean. Good night, Picker. Good night, Native. Good night, Brenda and Paul and Robert and Claire Bear and Mark and Anitra. You guys are awesome. Jenny Joe, I hope your grandmother, I'll say grandmother-in-law, grandmother, I hope God works his miracles on her and she can somehow turn around. I'll keep her in my prayers, and your uncle's wife and children as well. And if everybody else could please keep them in your prayers also. And pray for Jenny and her job situation. She's dealing with some issues. And pray for Anitra also. And Nanny Love and everybody who's feeling kind of down during this time, because it is a hard time. Holidays are rough. There's a lot of suicides during the holidays. And Honey Cake Girl, there's a lot of suicides and depression during the holidays. I wish we could help everybody not have to feel sad like that, hopeless. But we have each other, so we can be here for one another to help encourage, listen if you need to chat, just help uplift each other and pray for one another. So I'm going to get going. And wait, good night, Honey Cake Girl. I think I said good night to everybody that's still in the chat. Love you guys so much. God bless you. Cafe, good night. I scrolled up quite a ways. I'm glad I popped on here. Just want to make sure I got everybody. And I think I did. So, Chris. Oh, Paul. Good night, Paul. Hold on. Chris. Everyone else feeling shitty too. B Lady. Happy Thanksgiving, honey. I've been on here for almost an hour and 50 minutes, and we're just getting ready to jump off. Chris, do you feel shitty in the way of physically, or like you're having a emotionally hard time today? I'm feeling really good because, like I said, I got to spend time with my kiddos, and that always makes me happy. B-Lady, did you have an amazing Thanksgiving? Chris, are you okay? Thank you, B-Lady. You too, honey. Good night, you pilgrims. Are you okay, Chris? I don't want to just dip out if you're having a hard time, honey. Ow. That thing hurts your finger, look. All right, you guys. Well, I'm thinking about you. And Chris, I hope everything's okay. Picker, good night. Thanks for coming up on panel. We had a good day. Good, B-Lady. I'm happy. Oh, you're in pain? But still, that's hard too. You're taking your medicine, right? God, my back itches. I gotta go and I gotta get my back scratcher. God bless you guys. I don't know if I might see you this weekend. We'll see. Tomorrow's Friday night. Who knows? Sometimes I just pop on and I have no plans in popping on. But good night, Jenny. Yes, see you next time, B-Lady. Love you guys. God bless. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. And I will see you soon. This weekend, probably. Bye. Good night, Chris. Good night, everyone. Thank you.